Scorpio, how are you, my wonderful people? I'm going to pull a general sun, moon, rising reading for you, encompassing a little bit of work, relationships, etc., maybe a little bit of finances. If you like my videos, please feel free to contact me using the email that in the description box below, and I'll be more than happy to send you all the information you need to know. So, with that said, I'm going to pull you a career card, okay? And we'll do relationships soon, don't worry. I'm trying to cover work and relationships in my videos now because I've had some emails saying, why are you always talking about relationships? So I'm pulling a bit of work now, okay? Here we go. What's going on for all you wonderful people as far as career goes? As for strategy, ooh, you feel, I'm kind of getting a lot of you are coming into a position where you can either get a job or build a strategy to work for yourself. Okay, going for promotion, you may have to take a learning curve, a learning course. If you're changing jobs with another company, not all of you will be setting out your own business, okay? But working for another company, and you would need some kind of strategy, like with your finances, arranging your finances, working out, your contract. Some companies, you have to buy yourself out of a contract and this sort of thing. This is all part of the strategy. You need to take a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the level you want. Get advice from somebody who is already there where you want to go, if you can, if that's at all possible. All right, so if this is all possible, if you're going to another company, you know, maybe a friend's introduced you to this company, talk to them, get them to give you, not necessarily the gossip on personal people there, but the strategy and the way they work. All right. I'm kind of getting this strategizing will apply to some of you where there's distance involved, where there's a relationship involved, okay, or family involved. All right. For some of you, this opportunity where you need this strategy to put in a plan in place, it's kind of come out the blue, and it will have caught some of you off guard. And it's kind of like something's come to light, and you was thought you was going in a certain direction in life, and then all of a sudden this great opportunity comes, and you think, whoa, I could handle that. Okay, you might have to take some courses. You might even have to take, if you're setting up your own business, this is a question of grin and bear it. And you know if you're out of work or unemployed, this is a question of taking minuscule jobs, okay, with the view that they're only part-time, just to keep the money coming in, okay, because we really need a roof over our heads and we need to eat. So, oh, God knows I've had plenty of those in the past where jobs I've really hated, you know, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, on the lorries, dealing with frozen ropes. So it's, ooh, no, I couldn't go back to that. But you do it because you have to. Anyway, it's it's a step by step thing. I'm getting a lot of you have got some big plans in work, and it's not like you can wake up tomorrow morning and everything's in place. Like I say, use your strategy. You're certainly very intelligent. I'm also it's a bit like that game of chess. This a lot of when I was at school in physics, I was taught the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Yeah, it is, but it's not always possible to do a straight line, and it's not always the fastest. Okay. For example, you want to get from A to B, usually the motorway is the quickest way. But if the motorway's got problems and it's gridlock on there, Taking the back roads might take you 20 miles or 30 miles out of your way, but it'd be faster than being stuck in a traffic jam for 2 hours. You know, I'm in London, the M25 quite often has standstills, especially during rush hours. Okay, I just use that as an example. It's it's not all about speed; it's about strategizing, and in the end, it could get you to where you want to be faster. Because if you're in a hurry, you could miss a good point and have to take 2 steps back. Right, relationships. Trust. Trust in yourself. There's some heart to heart conversations in here. I kind of got excited there, you know, because I'm feeling a big energy shift with you, Scorpio, you know, especially towards the end of the year, right? And in a lot of areas of your life, this is where the strategy comes in and those plans come into fruition. You know, a lot of you want to be with somebody, be in a job by the end of the year. This situation is calling for you to have faith, right? And I'm kind of getting the karmic timeline is very different from yours, and some of you may be getting a bit frustrated. Things aren't moving quick enough. Oh, yeah. Divine timing is at play here. I'm getting there's a subliminal thing coming through with me. Divine timing. And what I'm thinking about now is in tarot, the Wheel of Fortune and the World card. On those cards, you've got the 4 fixed signs, right? Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. And I always get that as spring, summer, winter, spring, summer, autumn, winter. Or in the Americans' case, fall. You call it fall. Right. So towards the end of the year, I'm kind of getting you are building this strategy in place, whether it's in your work or in life in general, whatever it is you want to achieve, on getting some kind of real achievement here by the end of this year. And a lot of you are going, oh my God, that's months away. We seem to be, well, life seems to go by very quickly. You know, the older you get, it seems to go by much more quickly. It's when you realize Einstein's theory of relativity really kicks in. You know, we all view a year in different terms. You know what I mean? If you're really sad, time seems to drag like hell. If you're really enjoying yourself and things are going, good, it seems to go a lot faster. Everything is relative, according to Einstein, except the speed of light. But anyway, I'm not here to give you a science lesson. Maybe some of you are. I've said that for a reason. Maybe some of you will move into the sciences. Right. Well, let's see what's going on in the tarot. It's calling you to have faith in the universe and especially in yourself. Okay. See what's going on with you. Whoa. That just dropped out and it's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, there's some kind of a relationship thing going on here. Now, whatever your situation, whatever their relative situation, the universe with this judgment card is calling on you or both of you to change some aspects of your life, whether it's career or whether it's your personal situation. Okay, it's calling you to have faith. The Archangel Gabriel has got your back. It's communicating through intuition, synchronous numbers. Your dreams are also in play for some of you. Okay, but the Judgment card, this is a final decision on this situation, right? Family is very important, but maybe you're married and this person's married, but you two want to be together. You may think the problems are unsurmountable. But what this is saying is, if you two want to be together, then it's very possible. But of course, there comes consequences for your actions. There's always consequences, good and bad. Karma's not vindictive. Probably some of you or a lot of you think, oh, karma's out to get you. It's only negative. No, it's not. It's positive as well. The universe is unbiased. You simply make a decision and you get the consequences. Going back to the sciences and Einstein, right, cause and effect. The challenge here is a lot of stress. The strength and the courage and conviction using your intelligence, because you're intelligent enough, okay, to go after whatever it is that's driving you. Okay, there's certainly a lot of motivation, but some of you are maybe thinking a bit too pessimistically. Ooh, there's a change of environment. This is stepping outside your comfort zone, leaving family members behind. Wow. I'm getting one position, one for at least one of you. You're married, the kids are grown up, they can look after themselves. Maybe you were staying there purely for the children's sake, but they're looking after themselves now. There's and perhaps you're realizing the only thing that's holding you back is guilt. I don't know, because this has been a good thing. It's been stable, okay. But then a situation arises where you feel that you must move on from something here, and it's stepping outside your comfort zone. There's certainly an opportunity here facing you, but it does come with a lot of responsibility and a lot of stress. But you're becoming very, very strong, strong enough to go through with it. Well, something's brightened up your life. There's revelations here. I'm picking up the Sun card, a declaration. Even if you've been separated from somebody after an argument, things have been calming down. There's been a reassessment of the situation and somebody wants to come back in. It does come with challenges though, but there's also drive here, ambition. This is going after your ambitions, having the strength and the courage to overcome the barriers that you face. Somebody here is being emotionally defensive though. Could well be that somebody's trying to stop you leaving through finances. I don't know. I don't know, but there's something to do with a family home here, something to do with a property, buying and selling a house. But there's family involved. Maybe there's an inheritance here, and there's you and other people involved being left part of the house, but you need everybody's kind of cooperation. Eight of Cups. That's all about getting involved with another society, another community. How deeply involved do you want to get? How far do you want to pursue this that you want? Are you willing? This is a walking away. The Eight of Cups is a new lifestyle completely. It's all about exploration. This is just the beginning. Right. Chariot, Cancer energy. Somebody been coming towards you. There's been silence. There's been finances and probably some family issues being sorted out here. And then when they get to you with the Sun card, I'm kind of getting they catch you off guard. Okay, it's something you didn't expect. Trusting your intuition to make the decisions. Experience has taught you, whether it's with this person or not, but experience has taught you to be much more cautious. The High Priestess is all about initiation. Okay, just get rid of that. Wow, you're looking back on the history. There's a lot of reevaluating. This for some of you is past coming back around. And I praised this well. Ain't that strange? Going into this energy, Cancer in, Cancer energy in, Cancer energy out. Well, some kind of continuation. There's been a pause between you and this person for whatever reason, and there's a connection here, and it's kind of like, I've sorted out my stuff. All right, we're ready to go. Well, I'll leave it there. Thanks very much. See you next week.